Hello everyone. Now we are checking one very important function for the Seagate hard drive data recovery. Within the latest Seagate firmware repair software, there is one firmware repair function called boot operations. Now this function is available to fix the Seagate hard drive firmware failures, such as the undetected, busy, or failed to enter the F3T prompt, but sometimes even if the COM terminal output the head damage like this kind of error and cannot enter the F3T prompt, and we can try to use this function boot operations under the RAM operations menu. Okay, now let's check how to use this function boot operations. Here we can see the ROM. Anyway, for this one, we need to use the original ROM. And the software will generate unlock ROM, and then we can write ROM, so we can write this unlock ROM. Now, let's go to the working directory. Because this ROM is the unlock ROM. This is unlock ROM. So we need to convert this one to original ROM first, because we have already written unlock ROM here, and then we back up the ROM again. Then the ROM we back up is the unlock ROM. So right now we need to convert the unlock ROM, this one, to original ROM. Okay, here we rename it original. Now save, click OK. Now it's log window, we can see here, this is the parse we save the original ROM. Now let's go to the boot loading interface, open the ROM. We need to select the original ROM. And here we click write the boot ROM, and we select a higher baud rate, click OK. Now the software starts to write the automated generated unlock ROM to this Seagate pension drive. Now we just need to wait and see what will happen. So from this video, users can learn the detailed steps to use the boot loading function. This is also called the virtual boot, to load the module 3D or SYS file 2OD. They are the same. Now we can see ROM write OK. After we edit the ROM or write the ROM, we need to power off and power on. Now we can see here the DFL boot lock key. At this time, we need to load the 3D or the 2OD. 3D means this one. This is the 3D. Or we need to go to the SYS file to back up the 2OD. Okay, now in common terminal, we find DFL boot. So at this time, we need to go to this interface and load the SYS 2OD or the module 3D. Before this one, we need to back up the module 3D or back up the SYS2OD. Well, let's check and confirm. Open the working directory. We can see here the SYS file. We can see these are the important SYS files, and one of them is 2OD. Or we can check the modules folder. We can find here are the important modules. One of them is the 3D. So before we use this function, we need to access the firmware arrow, or we need to find $module 3D or 2OD with the same firmware version. For example, the version is EB01. Now we can select 3D. Now we need to select this one, and here we can tick the unlock. At the same time, the software will do unlock operations automatically. So here we just select the first one, and we select a higher baud rate, and then we click load boot firmware. Now let's wait and see. The software is loading the 3D to the firmware, and after this one, let's check if the drive will. Okay, let's select a lower baud rate and see. Now we can see it's loading the progress bar here. It's running now, so let's wait. This one, we can try to change the baud rate here, and then we select a higher baud rate here. Then it can be successful. Because right now we are using the baud rate the 38400, and then here we cannot skip to this 460800. Well, these two baud rates needs to be the same. Now we use the same lower baud rate to run this 3D loading and run the unlock operations at the same time. So let's wait and see. Okay, now we can see the operation success, and in the COM terminal we can see after loading successful, let's see, the drive becomes ready, and we can also enter the F3T prompt after loading the virtual 3D. So this is how we use the virtual loader to load the 3D or 2OD. And here we need to tick this one, unlock. And sometimes if we meet the busy no host issue, and we can also tick the unlock and tick the busy no host, and we need to tick this one according to the COM terminal error messages outputs. Okay, so this one is very easy and also very helpful for all data recovery engineers to fix the Seagate new hard drive firmware failure. So even when the drive has some times the head failure or firmware failure or become undetected or busy, cannot enter the F3T prompt like this one. This is F3T prompt. If users cannot enter this one, users cannot input commands to repair the firmware corruption. So users can try to learn to use these boot operations to fix the firmware issue, and then try to, after this one, after loading successfully and enter F3T prompt, and then users can go to backup the SOS files or backup the modules, and then repair the corrupted firmware corruption. Okay, thank you for watching the video.